Indiana Governor Mike Pence has declared this week to be Severe Weather Preparedness Week in Indiana. And as Chief Forecaster Michael Behrens tells us, spring may be a great time to break out the shorts and the sunglasses, but it also means something else for residents of central Indiana.
Severe weather season. And Indiana sees our fair share from rain, wind, hail, and even.
We've got a bit of an active weather situation going on this evening. It's not quite here in Muncie yet, though. We are under a tornado watch until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning ahead of this line of storms, which is still back toward our southwest.
But how did we get to this point? When did we get to the point when the tornado watch was our heads up about the weather? What did we have before that? Well, before the tornado watch was our severe weather outlook. On this day, it was a slight risk day, and the old categories went thunderstorms, slight risk, moderate to high. Well, the news is they've changed these categories recently, and they've made them far more specific as far as severe weather threats. We now have a thunderstorm day, marginal, slight, enhanced, moderate, and high risk days. And on a map, they might look something like this. This map just done for demonstration purposes, but each of these categories means something pretty specific when you break it down. On a thunderstorm day, we're not really expecting any severe weather, though we are expecting thunderstorms to be around the region. This bumps up the severe threat when we head over to the marginal days. This is a small risk for severe weather, tornado risk between 2 to 5%, wind and hail 5 to 15. No need to really modify your plans on these days, just keep the weather in mind and keep an eye to the sky. On a slight risk day, these categories bump up a little more. Tornado risk 5 to 10%, wind and hail 15 to 30. You're going to want to keep weather a little bit more in mind as you plan for these days, and especially on the enhanced days. This is when we start to see a probable severe weather chance. Tornado risk between 10 to 15, wind and hail between 30 to 45. Keep the weather in mind, maybe refresh yourself on your severe weather plans, especially for the moderate risk days. This is when likely severe weather becomes possible. Tornadoes between 15 to 30% risk, wind and hail 45 to 60%. We also see this little star next to the 15%. What this means is that a 15% day on a moderate day is not the same as 15% on the enhanced day. This means they're forecasting for significant severe weather parameters. Now, what does that mean? For tornadoes, that means an E of 2 or greater tornado. For hail, 2 inches or more in diameter, and winds gusting over 75 miles per hour. Now, as we move into our final category, the high risk, these are the days you're really going to have to plan around severe weather. We're expecting severe weather to be a possibility. Tornado risk between 30% or more, wind risk 60% or more. Both of these 30 and 60% categories include that significant tornado threat, significant wind threat, and hail, that's not used on a high risk day. So whenever you see the pink on the map, you know that it's going to be a tornado or wind related high risk severe weather day, and you're going to want to keep weather in mind throughout the entire day. In Muncie, Michael Behrens, NewsLink, Indiana.